company. The asset that we bring to the table is a lot of project development experience. So we tend to think of a solar power project very much like a power project. And so those skill sets translate very easily into developing a solar plant. We have about 1,000 megawatts of projects under development throughout the West. We have projects in Arizona, Nevada, and here in California. They are all at about this stage where we're coming up on permitting. That's the next big step to get a project permitted before you can start constructing it. So, you know, with a year of being in existence, we've accomplished a lot and look forward to accomplishing more.
Yes.
Yes.
Two questions. Do you plan to do any vegetation control at all? And the other question is, where is the equipment manufactured?
We do intend to do vegetation control. For one, the vegetation cannot shade the trackers or defeats the purpose. And the other is for fire control. We don't. We're going to have to do one. We're going to need to do it to protect the equipment, but also to meet what the fire department tells us to do. So there will be vegetation control, and we're still, as part of our permitting process, we'll figure out how exactly we're going to do that. And it may be the type of vegetation.
Yeah, but it's also the vegetation that's out there, you would have to either mow it or some other way to control it so it doesn't get too high.
Do you want to address the second part of the talk about where the product is
where it's being built
Yeah.
or constructed? We have not selected the vendor yet, and there are. In this particular case, we've shown a sun power tracker. They build the solar cells themselves in the Philippines, and then they assemble them in the U.S. And the trackers are assembled. In fact, these trackers will have a temporary building out there that will be assembling the trackers in. So a lot of the metal parts will be sourced in the U.S. and the concrete, of course, locally.
Does this solar thing just help the local community, or is it being for the whole state? How does that work? I don't understand how big a scale you guys are going on.
Sure. Well, the power is going to be delivered into the grid, and electricity is a little bit like water. It goes wherever it feels like going at the end of the day. So it will go to serve the local community and then move out into
Well,
the
that's
grid.
what I was getting at. Does it serve this local community?
Sure.
It's going to be in the community?
Sure. Some of the electricity will be used in this community. Some of the electricity will be used as far away as Los Angeles or San Francisco. It's just the nature of electricity. The environmental benefits from this are going to be local. It will have no impact on air quality, which we know is very important out here. It's not going to have a lot of lighting impacts at night, which we know is an important issue out here. So the environmental benefits from having a non-combustible energy source here are going to be local. That's good for the state of California and for the West, but it's going to preserve the environmental quality here.
The other
At no risk to the, like they say, the power lines go and so people cancel it.
To the reliability of the grid, no. We're going through a major interconnection study with there's a group called the California Independent System Operator that manages the grid, and we have to go through an elaborate process with them to make sure that this project can be reliably.
Who is that you have to go through?
It's called the California Independent System Operator,
Okay.
and they manage the grid in California. And before we can interconnect, we have to demonstrate that we can reliably interconnect, and we're not going to impact the grid. That our power is not going to cause fluctuations.
If this really takes off and works for you, do you have plans of expanding or building something like this in the area?
There are lots of places where we would like to go. And I know other companies would like to as well. And Antelope Valley has great solar resources. So, I know you get a certain number of projects, they're going to say that's enough. And we understand that. That's kind of why we wanted to get in early to get our project and to show you what it's like. Because I think that you'll find it to be a pretty good neighbor that you don't really know is there most of the time.
So if it's lucrative to you, or your company would probably expand the project?
I don't think we would expand right around it, or we might, if we required some acreage. But for the most part, it would be somewhere else probably.
No current plans to expand this project beyond the current site that you're seeing on this map. And of course, to do that, we have to acquire this piece of property. We've done that. We're looking at other sites in Antelope Valley and throughout western United States. We're developing that, so we're looking to develop market for sites. This is a great place to develop solar sites. There's a good chance we will continue to work here.
Can you tell me what makes this a prime spot for your project?
Well, it's
Everything.
it's sunny. It's sunny. It's high. It has the solar radiation is very intense. The Antelope Valley.
The wind won't bother your solar panels?
It'll be designed to withstand the wind. And we've got there's a weather station up on the site now that's measuring.
And radiation, how much radiation time off it is. We're going to close it right now, and if you have any other questions, they're going to be more than happy to talk with you outside. And we thank you very, very much for coming, and we'll look forward to working with you. Do I have a motion amongst the board here? Okay, I'd like to make a motion to support nextlight as they have presented the programs at this point in time, and I think that they'd be meeting with us, so if anything changes, we'll reevaluate at that time, but at this point in time, I'd like to make a motion to support nextlight and their project here in Antelope Acres. Do I have a second? All in favor? Unanimous exception. All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for
Well, there,